I'm ready.
Okay, perfect.
Hết cỡ rồi.
I think your video just went off.
Yes, because like it's difficult to take.
Okay. Okay, let me go to our page salon so we can start. Okay, so how are you?
I'm fine.
Good? You happy today's Monday?
Can you say again?
Are you happy today is Monday?
Yes, I think so.
You think so? Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, I have really good weekend.
Did you go anywhere?
No.
No?
I need to go to school.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Yes.
today we're going to be learning about time and travel, different ways that you travel around, okay? So that's basically what we're going to be learning about. So first, transport. Okay, so what I want you to do is, do you have a notebook with you?
Notebook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want you to do is, I want you to write down all the transport words over here, okay? So these words at the top, I just want you to write them down in the notebook, and then we're going to use them at a later stage.
Okay.
Okay. Are you almost ready?
Yes, almost ready.
Okay.
Yes, I think I'm finished.
Okay, you finished. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to match the picture with the word, okay? But you can just talk to me. You don't need to write it down. So number one. Number one is what?
Number one is bus.
Is a bus. Perfect. Number two?
Number two? This I don't sure about that so much. I think it's coach.
Yes, well done. That is. Okay, so it is a coach. It's like, do you know the difference between a bus and a coach? No?
No.
Okay. So with a bus, it's just normal. With a coach, it's more there's less seats and it's bigger space for you to sit in. So it's just more expensive or fancy than a bus.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
So that's the coach, okay? Then number 3.
Yeah. Number 3 is helicopter.
Perfect. Number 4.
Number 4 is motorbike.
Well done, okay. And number 5?
Number 5 is scooter. Scooter.
Scooter, yes, yes. Okay. 6.
Number 6 is ship.
Ship, okay. And number 7?
Number 7, boat.
Boat. 8.
Number 8 is taxi.
A taxi, yes. Lots of taxis in Vietnam. Okay,
Yeah.
number 9.
Number 9 is train.
Train. Number 10. Easy one.
Number 10, yes, is car.
It's a car, okay. Number 11.
Number 11 is underground train.
Underground train, perfect. And number 12?
Number 12 is a tram.
Is a truck.
Truck.
Yes, okay. Then number 13.
Number 13. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Number 13, it is tram.
Tram, perfect. Number 14.
Number 14 is plane.
Is plane. And 15.
Van.
Is a van, okay. And number 16.
Number 16 is bike.
Perfect. Okay, number 12 also goes as a lorry.
Yes.
You can also call that a lorry, okay? So, okay, perfect. Well done. That was, you were really good. Okay, next page, what we're going to do is, I want you to take those words that you wrote down, and I just want you to write down whether they are on the land, they're in the air, or in the sea.
Yes.
Perfect, okay.
Yes, I'm finished.
You finished? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So, land. What do we have?
Land, we have bus, coach, motorbike, scooter, train, taxi, car, underground train, lorry, tram, van, and bike.
Perfect, okay. And in the air we have?
In the air, we have helicopter. Oh, yes, I think it is enough.
And plane.
Oh, yes, plane.
Like, yes, like an airplane, okay.
Yes.
And then in the sea?
In the sea, we have, we have ship, boat, yes.
Yes, okay, so just the ship and the boat. Okay, very good. Okay,
Yeah.
what we're going to do now is, before I go to the next page, do you know adjectives of travel?
Is it traveling?
Yeah, so an adjective, so a describing word. So if I say to you, how did you describe the vehicle? So for instance, the car, you would then say it's a fast car. or it's a cheap car, or do you understand?
Yes, I understand it.
Okay, so adjectives for travel would be like expensive, cheap.
Oh, it's like that?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I tell you all the words I know about traveling.
If you can just give me a few adjectives that you know that you would think for travel, and then you can just write them down. If you want to write down only 2, or if you want to write down 4, then when we go to the next page, then we can discuss them there.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So what do you
adjective.
think? What would you do?
Expensive.
Okay.
Expensive, cheap,
Yeah.
fast, slow. What else? Yes.
What else do you think describes a travel?
Beautiful.
Okay, well, let's just go to the next page, and then we can see if you remember more. So
Yes.
yes, adjectives that you can see. Okay, so different things to describe transport: cheap, comfortable.
Oh, convenient, dangerous, expensive, fast, inconvenient, safe, slow, and uncomfortable.
Yes. Okay, so what other words do you think you can add to that? Do you know any?
Now I think I can.
Okay, so what I want you to do is, for this, I just want you to put, so far until I come up with other words for you, I just want you to put these into pairs. So you need to take the 2 that are the same word but just the opposite and write them down next to each other. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What did I do with my page?
Yes, I'm finished.
Okay, so which ones go together?
Cheap and expensive.
Perfect.
Yes, comfortable and uncomfortable.
Perfect.
Convenient and inconvenient. Dangerous and safe. Fast and slow.
Perfect. Okay, so do you know what comfortable means?
Yes, like what I say. Like we feel really relaxed about that.
Okay. And convenient?
Convenient, like it's fast for us to do that. I don't know how to
Explain. Okay, so do you want me to explain?
Yes.
Okay, so convenient, for instance, I'll give you an example. It just makes it easier for you. So say now you need to get to school, and right outside your house is a bus stop. So the bus is convenient for you to get to school.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I want you to, you can just say it to me. You don't need to write it down. I just want you to take one of the words in each pair and just give me a sentence.
A sentence.
A sentence, any sentence. It can be about anything you want, but it has to use one of the words in the pair.
Oh, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I'm finished.
You finished already? Wow, okay. So what's your sentence?
My sentence is, the old car makes me feel uncomfortable, but the new car makes me feel comfortable.
Okay, and let's do one more, but you can just say it to me. So what about dangerous?
Dangerous?
Yeah.
So, this car is too dangerous to drive.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. So what is the opposite adjective of, let me see, just so that we know. Heavy.
Heavy? So
Okay.
it is light.
Yay. Okay. What about, what about long?
Long, so it's short.
The bus is long. Yes. Okay. What about if I said, let me see what I have here. Okay, so quick. Do you know what's quick?
Yes, I know. Quick. So it's slow too, right?
Yes. Okay, that was a trick one. You did so good. Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Now, next page, what we're going to do is I'm just going to explain to you just the grammar over here, and then I'm just going to speak to you and ask you a few questions. So it's just using transport words. If I ask you a question, you say, I go by bike or bicycle, I go by car or drive. And then, or you can say you can take the bus or catch the bus, the train, the taxi, the plane. Okay? But if you're giving, to give somebody a lift to a place, you gave them a lift to the shops by car. All the same. Okay, so if I say to you in section 5, I'm going to use the adjectives that we just used, and I'm going to ask you a question like, what's the cheapest way to travel? And you would say by bike or on foot. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what is, and you can just speak about Vietnam if you want. So what is the fastest way to travel?
Fastest way to travel? Go by plane.
Go by plane, okay. Okay, yeah, that is to get to another country. It is definitely the fastest. Okay, what is the most comfortable way to travel?
Comfortable way to travel. I think it's by plane too.
By plane? Okay, and what about if you just want to go around Vietnam? In Hanoi, if you wanted to travel in Hanoi, what would be the most comfortable?
By coach.
By coach, yes. Oh, that would be nice, okay. What is the most uncomfortable way to travel around Hanoi?
I think it's by bike.
Okay, do you have a bike?
Yes, I have a bike.
And it's uncomfortable?
I don't know because I just like drive. I just like bike, like cycle my bike around my village, but not like go
not
out.
Far.
Yes, it's not far.
Okay. Okay. What is the most what is the most expensive way to travel?
Expensive way to travel? I think it's plane.
Also plane, okay. And well, helicopter probably. Helicopters must be expensive. Okay. Yes. And what is the what is the most convenient way to travel?
Convenient way to travel? I think it is by car.
Okay. And what is the most convenient way to travel for you to get to school?
I go by bus.
You go by bus, okay. And what is the most expensive way to travel for you to get to the shops?
To the shops. I think.
What would cost you a lot more money to get to the shops than you would normally go?
I think no. I don't go by anything that's really expensive.
You don't go anything. So what would be expensive to you? Do you think the taxi would be more expensive for you to get to the shops, or do you think it would be going on a bike, like a motorbike?
Like what? Can you say again?
Do you think it would be more expensive to go to the shops in a taxi or by a bike, a motorbike?
I think go by a taxi is more expensive.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do now on the, oh, I don't know what that is. What we're going to do now is we're just going to be listening to 5 people talk about how they go to school and how they go home from school, okay? So what you're going to do in your book, you're just going to write down where it says A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You will then just write down the number that goes with it, okay?
Yes.
One of them doesn't have a number at all. So it's just a little trick in there. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Perfect. Oh, sorry about that. I needed to turn my volume down. It was like really loud.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, where is my mouse? Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Did it start talking?
Oh, is it not working on your side?
Yes, I can listen anything. I can hear anything.
Okay, let me just see if it's maybe something on my side. Where is my volume area now? It should be able to share sound. Okay, wait. Where am I going? Share computer sound. Okay, let's see if it works now. I just turned it off and turned it back on.
Yes.
Lesson 10A.
Can you
Exercise
hear?
6.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I live quite near the school, so I usually go by bike. But when it's raining, it's a bit dangerous to cycle. So when it's raining, I walk.
2. My school is quite far away, about 6 kilometres. So it's difficult to walk or cycle there. But there's a tram stop right outside our block of flats, so I take the tram. My friend takes the tram too, so that's nice. 3.
The school isn't far from my house, but my mum leaves for work at the same time as me, so she usually gives me a lift. But she finishes work late, so I go home on foot.
4.
My school is in the centre of the city. In the morning, I walk to the underground station and take an underground train into the city. Then I have to catch a bus. It takes about 45 minutes in total.
5.
I take the bus to school in the morning. My friends all go on the bus too. After school, I walk to my mum's office. She works near the school, and she gives me a lift home.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to read the sentence. So first you'll read A and then you'll tell me the number next to it, okay?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Number one is E. This person sometimes cycles and sometimes works.
Perfect.
Number two is F. This person takes a tram.
Yes.
Number three is B. This person's mom gives her a lift from home from school.
Okay.
Number four is C. This person takes an underground train and a bus. And number five is D. This person comes home from school by bus.
Okay, so what I have is a bit different. So you got number C, number E, and number F, right?
Yes.
But A is number 3.
A is number 3.
A is number 3, yes.
Yes.
And B is number 5.
Oh.
Okay, so it was just those two that you didn't get right. But the rest was good. So well done. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I'm just going to ask you a question, really easy questions. You just answer and then that's it. Okay, so how do you get to school?
I get to school by bus.
Okay, you get to school by bus. Is that the only way you get to school?
Yes, because like my house is really far from my school, so I need to go by.
Okay, and how does your mother get to work? Or your father, either one.
My parents?
Yes.
Get to work by car.
By car, okay. And how do you usually go to the town or the city center? Or if you go out, do you travel all by car?
Yes, we travel all by car.
Okay. Do you ever all take the bus?
I just take the bus when I go to school.
Okay, so you don't go on the bus any other day.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm actually just going to do a reading piece with you, okay?
Yes.
So what you're going to do is I want you to read this piece for me, and then I'm just going to ask you questions, and I want to see what you took from the piece and what you understood, okay?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's go.
So now I read it?
Yes.
Okay. Ellis Island between 18 and 92 and 1954, over 12 million immigrants arrived in New York. They came from all over the world on crowded, dirty ships, but most came from Europe. They were often poor and life was difficult for them in their own countries. The journey from their own countries was long and tiring. People went to America because they wanted to make a new life for themselves. They got up the ship at tiny Ellis Island in New York Bay. First, American officials asked them a lot of questions about their families, their jobs, and the money they had. Very sick people, very old people, and criminals had to return home. The busiest year for Ellis Islands were 1907, when over 1 million immigrants arrived. The visit day was 17th April.
There we go.
1907. From the Ellis Island, the new immigrants traveled by boat to New York. The city was full of different races, cultures, and languages.
Languages, there we go. Okay.
There was an Irish district, a Jewish district, Chinatown, Little Italy, and Harlem, where many ex-slaves lived. The new immigrants usually lived in apartments with 6 or 7 other families. Life wasn't easy, but the new immigrants worked hard and helped to make America successful. Today, 1/3 of the population, over 100 million Americans, are descendants of the Ellis Island immigrants.
Yay, okay, very good. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. I'll give you some time if you need to, then just quickly read through it to yourself and then answer the question. Okay, so which people had to return home from coming to Ellis Island?
Very sick people, very old people, and criminals had to return home.
Yay, okay. Okay, why did they come to America?
They come to America because people went to America because they wanted to make a new life for themselves.
Yay, okay. Okay, next one we have, okay, so we're looking at the picture. What are the people doing in the picture? What are they doing?
The people are waiting the ship.
Okay. And easy question, where are they going?
They are going to America, to Ellis Island.
Perfect, okay. And what was, in 1907, how many people arrived to Ellis Island?
In 1907, there are over 1 million immigrants arrived to America.
Okay, perfect. And what was the date of the busiest day?
Can you say again?
What was the date? So what was the, of the busiest day?
The busiest day was 17th April.
Okay, very good. Okay. And let's see, one more. New immigrants, where did they usually live?
They usually live in, wait a minute. The new immigrants, they usually lived in apartments with 6 or 7 other families.
Perfect. You did very good. Okay. Yes. Okay, next page we have, I'm just going to speak to you about your normal life and what you maybe want to do, just normal conversation. Okay, so do you know anyone who has gone to live in another country?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Where did they go?
They go to my country.
They've gone to your country?
Yes.
Which is Vietnam?
No, like they are foreign, because like when I ask some foreigners, so they say that because they love the food, in Vietnam, they love the people in Vietnam, and they come to Vietnam to have a job, like a teacher. Yes.
Yes, okay. So do you have any family or anything that's gone to another country?
Oh,
No?
I think yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Did they move there to live or did they go there on a holiday?
They go like, yes, they go there to live.
To live? Okay. Do you know why they moved?
Because she want to, no, what I say about it, like she went to the, because she has a job in there, so she need to move to that place.
Okay, so she needs to move to that country. Okay, so it's for work. Okay. Well, question 2. Do you know anyone from another country who has come to live in your country? So besides the foreigners that you have met, have you ever had someone that you know, maybe one of your friends that aren't from Vietnam and then they came to live there?
Yes, I know.
Yes. Okay, so why did they move?
I'm not really sure, because like that is about like a communicating show. So I went there. Yes, I live a foreigner. So I asked her. Yes, I think she came here to work.
She came to work. Okay, as most people, everyone goes everywhere to work. Okay. So, would you like to live in another country?
I think yes.
Yes. Okay. So, where would you like to live?
I like to live in Singapore.
In Singapore? Okay. And what do you like about Singapore?
I think because like it's more cleaner, the streets is more cleaner than Vietnam, and the people is really like, they really friendly, and yes, I think so. And I think like, oh, about the views, about the country, I think it's really interesting.
Okay, wow, that's a good answer. Okay, well done. And what do you think are 3 advantages of living abroad, which means living in another country?
Like, I can easily to speak because it's another language. So I think it's really difficult to talk, like too easy to talk to another people. Like in there, things is really expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a disadvantage of, you think it could be difficult because they don't speak your language, and then you have an advantage of
money.
Of money, okay. And what's another disadvantage? What else do you think makes it difficult to live in another country?
I think about the transport.
Okay.
Yes. About the place we live too.
Yes, okay. You might not know how to get around. And what about, do you think if you didn't stay where your family was, that would be a disadvantage?
I think I really miss my home, my parents too.
Yeah, I know. It was like that with me when I lived in Vietnam. Then I missed my family the whole time.
Oh, yes. So now you are in Vietnam?
I'm not in Vietnam anymore. I'm in South Africa.
Oh, yes.
So now I'm all the way down here now, and I'm supposed to come back next year to Vietnam.
Oh, really?
Yes. Hopefully I'll make it back. Okay, so what do you think is one more advantage of living in another country?
I think like we don't have jobs. I don't have jobs to do in there.
Okay, so Do you think that being able to learn another country's culture is then an advantage of living there?
No, I don't think so, because like I really love history and I really want to learn about another country, so I think it is. I keen on like to do that.
Okay, so it is an advantage then. Then it makes it a good thing. Yeah. Because if you want to learn another culture, then it makes it advantage to be in another country. If you don't want to learn, then it makes it a disadvantage because you don't need to or you don't want to learn about them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we're finished for today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you too. Nice to meet you too. Yes.
Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so let me just stop recording this quickly, just so, how do I?